Hello there, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy, I think, Friday. Oh, it's Friday the 13th. Spooky. Happy Friday the 13th. How we doing? What are we saying? Sharpen it up a little bit. There we go. That's the stuff. Night. Parody, thank you very much for the 60-month resub. 5 years goes real quick, don't it? Holy moly. I wanted to see, this one had a maximum Niffin, and I need some more Niffin stuff. Oh, yeah, you guys doing? Look at everybody here. How's everyone doing today? I'm tired. I'm gonna wake up, but it's gonna take a minute. I have my coffee to drink still. You know, we got nice warm blanket. We're gonna see people. Let's see. Let's just go to one neighborhood and then the other one and see if we can find the Niffin endeavor. Tired too. About to throw together lasagna, then have some dinner. Play wow. Nice. Still sick, feeling better. Mexican food for lunch, so life is worth living. The fact that Friday the 13th is the day before Valentine's Day. Yeah, sometimes things work out. Oh, this is nice. I do want to look at the house. I also want to look at the... There is a house here, right? Oh, yeah, there it is. He goes, there's like a little garden under the house. I guess people do that sometimes. They'll like levitate a house, assuming that, you know, we can all fly here. And then use the area underneath the house for extra room. I just want to have a look and see what the endeavor is in the middle here. Today, I want to farm Crackling Shards. I want to put together some groups and do that. Hang on. Here's the middle. Is this Niffin? No, this is Grummel. Okay, so I need the other one. I need to view the other house. The Isle of Misfit Toys, that's the one. I did not find a Max Mechanome one. I would love to visit yours after this. I have lots of coupons saved up. I don't know if it's enough, but it might be. I have lots. Couple that slice together, stays together. Is this just like a placeholder? Oh, it's up there. Oh, it's an arrow. I see. It's a ship. Holy moly. Okay, the ship eats. This is really cool. Might come back to that one. I'm gonna do my shopping though. This group, if anybody wants to tour these houses, is currently listed on North American LFG in the custom group section. We're gonna find the middle, if I can even remember where neighborhoods are. There we go. And then I'm looking for the Niffin vendor. Am I missing a barrel? This is just the regular vendor. I'm missing a barrel. What the heck? Niffin. Here, yeah. So I need a bunch of stuff here. I have 400 tickets, so that's gonna help. I have lots of dirt. Let's get this one. Table, archway. Niffin has a lot of expensive stuff. Decorated table, snail cart, and bartering stall. Yeah, we want all those. That's the stuff. You're not gonna get a shard. Trust me, reverse psychology. I would take any kind of ology that gets me Crackling Shards. We'll have to see how fast it goes today. I'm going to take a real brief look through the spaceship over here before I peace out after having done all my shopping. See if I can remember where it was. I was looking for plot 30. Oh, 32. It's mine. I know how to find it. It's because it's the same plot as mine. I knew this looked familiar. So there's a top level. There's also like a lower deck on the spaceship situation with some stuff over here. This is kind of nice. Niffin stuff is so cute. That raid group has been there for days. Nice. I mean, if I had built something this cool, I would want people to see it too. I did the salt is in the air thing, and I got the Drake armor because the game hates me. Oh, congratulations. Very nice. This is cozy. Indoor gazebo is kind of a cute idea. Especially with like a bed. Just make it into like a really elaborate canopy. I like the hanging cage. I don't know if I'm gonna get through all of it. I might get lost. I'm gonna get lost. We need like interior maps. Love this. Chest, bed, chair table. This is what I do when I'm decorating a hotel room in Animal Crossing with a new update. Is I make it into like a literal hotel room. Like, well, here's the funny little desk. Here's the bed. Here's the little side table. Here's your lamp and or alarm clock. If I had a little iPod dock, I would use that. Oh. Some pipes. Curtains move? Yeah, they've got physics on them. It's pretty cool. This is amazing. Don't cheap out on lot insurance. I went with Mutual of Undermine. After the Midnight Wormling incident, they did not pay out. How's your island? Feeling a little abandoned. I missed Annalise's birthday. That was a bummer for everybody. I said I would log on and then I forgot. Oh. Oh, candles. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Nice little staircase. I really should spend more budget in my house. Oh no, I love Annalisa. She's not a red flag. She's my only like nice villager right now. This is giving oh, it's I know what that is. Okay. Kobold's dream. You should get Curly. Who's Curly? I like this. How did they do this? Oh, it's a greenhouse, isn't it? I can't see it, can I? It's some kind of a greenhouse rotated to make the glass. Curly's a specimen, and then some flowers, and hey, that's the fountain that I have out in my pond. Yeah, the Dren thing from WoD. I think it's the thing that I have outside. Yeah, it looks nice. And then we're back here. I don't know if I went this way or not. I've got kind of a monk area. Stuff like this just makes me realize that I haven't placed anything in my house. I'm always like, oh no, I can't, the budget, and like I've spent zero budget. Oh, this is cute. Love this. Oh, there's more. This would be a sick place for a party. Coffee corner. People are unbelievable. Dun. Little kitchen. Yeah, these things. These little bins with the scoops. Is this supposed to be a projector? Like a movie? I don't know what it is. It's cool. Look, they have little... Look. Look at the control panel. Come on. That's original. Wow. Wow. I could be here all day. This party's cozy. Wanted IRL, right? I love an indoor tree. I wonder why I haven't done more indoor trees. Oh, this is cute. How did this person have time to do two houses like this? I like that it's all kind of gnome-sized, you know? Like, I fit in all of this. Want more Silvermoon stuff, but the neighborhood doesn't match my vibes at all. I hope we get a Silvermoon one. Book nook if I've ever seen one. Yeah. It's like a little hookah lounge over here. Yeah, there's corners everywhere. Okay, so I'm going to leave and head back to my own plot for the moment. Got my Alunira yesterday. Unbelievably happy. Nice. Congratulations. Want a spooky part of the neighborhood, but Alliance got that one. Semi-forsaken or homeless. Oh. Yes, I'm ready. Thank you so much. I'm looking for your group now. Let's see. Oh, bless coffee. Bless up to the coffee gods. What if the way to get me back into mountain pet farming is for me to reframe them as decor? You know, like, maybe I'm not getting Alunira so that I can ride it. Maybe I'm getting Alunira so I can place it in my house. Purple curtain see-through. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I forget. It might be the Grand Drape of the Exiles. Is this what you're talking about? Outland tailoring. Oh, thank you. I don't know why I'm signing up as a DPS. I'm coming. Which one? Probably this one. I like your neighborhood name. Hey, this is so cute. Aw, thanks, Nadia. My yard's cute. My house needs help. my house needs a professional. Oh, I do want. I'm gonna shop first and I'm gonna come back. Plot. Mountain area buddies. These are the best plots in, well, obviously in my opinion, because that's where I put my house. Keep trying to find it in the catalog. Nothing there looks see-through. Yeah, it looks more see-through when you place it. I have it up in my house. Mechanomes. I don't even know how you maxed out this endeavor. It sounds hard. I'm terrible at finding the vendors. They're around though. Aren't they usually around here somewhere? I guess they place differently for different thingies. Oh, it's you. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Is it cute? Yeah. Someone's gonna make something sick as hell with all this. Safety electrical cabling. Oh, love that. Jury-rigged electrical couple. I always thought the phrase was, I guess it's jury-rigged. I always thought I was just mispronouncing it, that it was jerry-rigged because some guy named Jerry was really handy once upon a time. I'm guessing that's not true. Galvanic storage and maintenance device, miniature charging station. Cool. Okay. I got my loot. I'm heading back to plot 23 to go check out Jabian's house here. Each endeavor has different items to buy. So this is mine. No, it's not. That one's mine. This is plot 23. Windmill. Oh, I love the trellis. I love the trellis over the patio. I feel like my house needs a patio. I'm kind of missing one. I have like the hot tub patio. Oh, gorgeous. I really love the layering of the plants. Cute. Might be a pronunciation thing. I thought the same thing. Original term. Yeah, I don't trust AI. They might be right some amount of the time. Maybe even most of the time, but they lie to me enough that I hate them. And I will not listen to that garbage. World War I or World War II Germans called Jerry's. Oh. These string lights work outside, huh? Who is Jerry? What did he rig anyway? I figured he was like a MacGyver type figure. GM disappeared. Haven't started our guild endeavor. I dealt with that for a few days. I started a endeavor in my horde neighborhood. I've joined a public neighborhood for my second house just so I could have one to play for a little bit. I like this. This is orderly. This is neat. This is giving Virgo. This is type A. This person plays the cello and has an extensive knowledge of like a very narrow frame of expertise, like arthropods. This is so cute. I kind of want to screenshot this and just like straight up steal it. I love the stove. I watched a stove tutorial that was like this. There we go. You can steal if you want. Oh, thanks, man. Little workshop. Nice. Mass copy paste coming soon enough. This is so cozy. I like this painting that big. I need to buy more windows for my own house. I was trying to place windows and I was out of the good ones. Need to buy more gold shard windows. Are the candles supposed to be fishies? Oh my gosh, I love it. I love it. Okay. So, let me figure this out. Northrend jewel crafting coffee table. Grass. Presumably beams and panels. And then I know the fountain, I know the plants, I know the net, I know the chest. The candles are hilarious. Same thing with the windows. What how do you make it blue? What gets dyed blue to form the interior of the box? Like a giant crate or something? The woolen rug. Oh, okay. Yeah, your girl's gonna need to make an aquarium. They need to give... I want a whole fish room. I also love the bedroom that's just like on the landing. It's like the middle child wanted their own bedroom and decided they were gonna make it work wherever they could. I look plushy on the couch. Perfect. It's just my couch in real life has a big squishmallow on it in the corner in exactly that spot. Cozy. See, the Barella string lights look nice in your house. What shape is this room even? Is this a corner room? And you've just done a bump out, maybe? I'm bad at making custom room shapes. It's a tea room. Oh. I'm lost. It looks great. This is... How did you do it? Are these chocolates? Are they panels? They're not panels. On the cube. This is perfect. Beams? Yeah, they might be beams. Oh yeah, because yeah, they go underneath. You can see they protrude beneath the desk there. They're not beams. They are corner platforms. I love the brownie keyboard. How do you come up with this stuff? And this Stein. This feels like so lived in. This feels like a real house that I want to move into. It also doesn't feel too over stimulating. Oh, there's just a wall there. Imagine just crushing a whole tray of brownies. Cute. That's nice. I want to come over. I feel like this is for cats. I feel like this is a cat run. Like I've seen people build this into their home and it's just for cats. Oh. That makes sense. You are a paladin. Indoor fountains, the dream. Considering building one of those IRL. Oh, this is cool too with the backwards windows and the... Gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. How did you... You should be very proud of yourself. This looks incredible. Oh, man. Alright. I'm gonna go put together a bee and wolf farming group. I'm gonna... Thank you so much. Looks amazing. Got all my Decor. I don't think I'm going to get copies of any of this stuff. I think I'm okay for now. Maybe the sticky lever. Because do I have more coupons? I do, yeah. I've got like a couple hundred coupons. Ineffective mechanical privacy screen. Let's see if there's anything else. Because I feel like the Mechanome Endeavor is like pretty rare. Not a lot of people picked this one. These seem super useful. I'm going to get like 10 of those. Same thing with these. Give me at least 5. One more of these. I feel like these are going to be fun for like a kitchen. I'm trying to like imagine what I could use something for other than like its obvious state. Okay, never mind. I do want copies of lots of these. I feel like if I'm making like a stove or something like this is going to go really hard. I haven't made anything yet. Okay. Nice. Alright, let's go to Dornagal. Blueprints are cool. Control console making good top part to a cash register. Okay. We're doing good. We're living. I'm gonna learn all of my copies of stuff. I don't think I'm in danger of running into collected cap. I think I can have copies of some of these things. It's not going to get me to too much trouble. And I still have coupons left over. We really farmed a lot of them yesterday. I didn't think I'd be able to get that many, but we did. This is kind of zen. I could play this game for a long time. That's how many brain cells I have right now. I just want to click things in my inventory and then watch them kind of appear. That's nice. Alright. Any bee and wolf farming groups? Am I in war mode? I don't think so. I'm not. War mode off. And I think I can take this up to 5. Maybe 4. Item level freaked me out for a second. Dude. I think if we do 4, then other people in the area... Or am I supposed to do a raid group? I don't know. This is why I like joining other people's groups, because they know all their rules. I might need to adjust my talents a little bit, make sure I'm getting everything max 5. The problem is that if anybody else is farming in the area, we're going to have everything tagged. But given that there's nobody else in the area, we can probably just... not worry about it. Not really doing 2x4s. Safety electrical cable on top of an Elwyn fence would make a good electric fence. Fence off the chickens. Talent-wise. I don't know what it's called. I feel like my vampiric touch is not giving me... It's not applying Shadow or Pain for some reason. And I know that's a talent, I just don't remember where I left it. Also a good grind for Cinder Pollen if you're looking to buy extra copies of... I think it's like a honey jar or something. There's a piece of decor you can get for cinder pollen. There's also a mount. I do still have Hazeline, yeah. It's my human priest. When the Niffin vendors say, I hate to see you go now, I expect them to add a creepy, but I love to watch you leave. Oh boy. Listen, all of my Niffin friends are highly respectful. Oh, someone got a shard. Nice! Congrats. What is it? What is that talent called? Is it this one? No. Ah, this one. There we go. Starter build didn't have it. It's that top one there. That's better. Haven't looked through my talents in a minute. They moved all of them around. This should help. This should help a lot. Just gonna grab whatever I can. At least they social pull. Buy 4 lively pistons, get a big chair. Sink the pistons in the chair and you have a massage chair. Yeah, and as long as you put them in the right spot, it'll be perfectly above board and safe for work. I'm looking for Crackling Shards. Do I have mine on me? Have I been carrying them around the whole time? Yeah, I've got 7 right here. Supposedly, this is the finest farming method known to society. This is going to be the best possible way to get Crackling Shards. Somebody else got one already. It's pretty fast. Now, having said that, I think people still can farm for like hours and not see any. I only need 3 more. I don't know what I can expect to see if I do this all morning. We'll have to find out. Should be pretty zen. Good chance to spend some time with my new tentacle slam. Wow. Yeah, remember when all your characters had Hazel names? Yeah, I changed them all. I deleted most of them. Hazeline's one of the only ones left. I either deleted or name changed most of them. I couldn't remember how to spell any of it. It was a nightmare to mail myself anything. Count me as one of many who did farm the mount up and not see 1 shard. Grab some stuff. It's me, I'm the boomkin. At least the music is nice. This seems like a nice way to spend some time in the Isle of Dorn and say goodbye. Yeah, you're right. I should not forget my Loves in the Air chance. I have not yet done it today. I don't think I'm going to bother the second account because I don't think I can run 2 instances of WoW and stream at the same time. I think my computer will kill me. And I think it's true that I wasn't getting... I think the drops have to be simultaneous for it to double count. So, I'm just going to do it normally on my main, the old-fashioned way. Maybe kind of halfway through stream, around break time? I don't think I'm going to forget. It's basically the only other thing on my to-do list today. I'm really happy I got that Mechanome stuff bought. I think that'll put me up in Decor quite a bit. I can't expect Simple Armory to... Or not Simple Armory, Data for Azeroth to update super fast, but when it does, that might put me from 9th place into like 7th. That was a lot of Decor. Remember back in my day when these mobs... Yeah, they used to be really hard. They still can be. Being in a group definitely helps us out a lot. I do think that procrastinating as long as I have has been kind of useful in like the speed in which we're farming this with just the 4 people. It's going pretty quick now. I wonder if anybody's skinning. Not me. Should I spend all my cinder pollen to get a... I forget what you buy with it. There's a piece of decor you buy with cinder pollen. Maybe at the end I should just dump all that I have into extra copies of whatever that is, like a honey jar or maybe a no, it's not a window. The window's from the meadery. There is a mount. I have a mount. There's no use in buying multiple copies of a mount, though. There's a piece of decor that you can get copies of. Can't imagine. Yeah, that's true, actually. The leather might be pretty useless. I believe it's almost the weekend again already. It came so fast. Still selling the cooking sharks for a ton of gold. Yeah, I wonder how long that's gonna last. Like, are people still buying feasts at this point? Is there something else that they're needed for? Yeah, a little weird. Thanks, Squish. Have a good appointment. Appreciate the help. Should we go check in on the wolves? There should be some, like, kind of... Where are the wolfies? This way, right? Oh, they're Nerubians. Are there like a bunch of puppies? Yeah. There may be an argument for me doing this tomorrow when it's a weekend and there's more people on and around to kind of do a farming group, but I think we can probably get away with both. I can probably even farm solo if it comes to it, and I bet you I'm going to need more than one day to get my last shards. We'll see. I'm looking forward to gold making in midnight. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do something. I always do. It'll be fun. Looking forward to leveling in the new zones. I was looking at them again. They're so pretty. It's just, they're such beautiful zones to be in. I think it's going to be nice just being out there farming or doing world quests or herbing or whatever. Yeah, I think early skinning will be good again. I have not started a house redesign yet. I've been thinking about it. That's half the battle, right? Sometimes you gotta think about something like that for a while before you actually pull the trigger and do it. Gotta figure out what I actually want. Kind of a shame Nightmare level Prey level 90 would be fun to turn that on at 88 and run. Yeah. True. I think it'll be fun. It makes sense to me just because if it was doable at sub 90, then it wouldn't necessarily be all that challenging at endgame, and I want the Nightmare level to actually be scary even when I'm like geared and stuff. Getting around Alunira? Well, let's not count our shards before they drop. I only have 7. I am farming properly now, though. Want that Fell Reaver level fear in mobs, yeah. Just play a priest. Swap off rogue, play a priest. That'll work. You'll fear everything. See, it works on 2 levels. Some say that is the best way to lose the battle. Every time I see a really long loot screen, I'm like curious. Is it long because there's a shard down there? The answer is no. No. So many cool new rounds coming at midnight. Yeah, at some point I want to take a actually page through the journal and take a look at them like I did for Shadowlands. There's some wacky new models. Suddenly having an agi weapon for Guardian off spec seems like it's gonna be even more important. I have 9, I need 1 more for capturing the mount as a hunter pet. Well, if you're Alliance in North America, I've got a group up. Hop on in. We're only 3 out of 5 right now. Capturing it as a hunter pet. Holy moly. How did you get so many shards? Have you been skinning this expansion? How rich are you? I think I'm at like 800 and something K. I really didn't manage to spend all that much of my winnings when I was getting my decor together. I spent some of it for sure. I have faith I'll pass my luck. I don't think I'm going to make a point to spend all of it. After I get all my shards, I get the mount. Go do Alunira. Got a second house. Spend will come. I bet you there's going to be stuff I'm going to want to spend gold on. At some point. There always is. What are we saying? Maybe over here. I like your spring butterfly mount. I'm jealous. No, it involves no angst of any kind. Once I have all the shards, there is no possibility for heartbreak. Keep your undercoin. I don't really have that many to speak of, I don't think. I'm probably just gonna let them get converted into resonance crystals. I don't have any. Do I have any? I want to say no. I guess it's kind of a moot point. Yeah, we'll be using gold to upgrade gear. I don't think that's going to be a meaningful amount. I don't think it's going to drain my 800k or anything. Imagine if you get all 10 shards and that wasn't 100% drop rate. There was some wackiness in the very beginning about people grouping up for the mount. With people that had like already done it for the day or something. There was some weirdness where it was possible to mess it up. But I think you're fine. I don't need this lumber. I just have a sickness. 100 stream streak from Lagnaros. Holy moly. Where's a nice big group of stuff? Maybe up here. You see that Wowhead article about the weekly quest to have a gathering in someone's house? I bet you people will just do those in Group Finder too. Just in case you don't play with a guild that does that kind of thing, but like there is going to be some crests and Void Light Marls, which are our new residence crystals. Can't wait to be farming Marls. There we go. Maybe farming's a little bit fun. I'm in the right mood for it today. Gold replacing Valor Stone seems like a reasonable anti-inflation measure. Yeah, it doesn't bother me too much. Where's my shard? I'm still at 7. What's up with that? I killed so many things. Excuse me. Knock knock game. 1 shard, please. Well, 3 really, but I feel like over here is good. Get these guys, some dogs. Not worried about using gold upgrade gear. I bet you some of my raid logging friends are going to struggle with it a tiny bit, depending on what the prices are. Just because I know a few people that are kind of perennially broke anyway. But there's usually gold going around, I bet you. I bet you someone can float them alone. It's just what happens if the only thing that you want to do is raid. You don't play the rest of the game. There's nothing wrong with that, but it does mean you might need a little help from your friends to pay for your repairs and stuff. Good morning, Hazel. Good morning, ProtoQuest. How you doing today? Happy Friday. Don't like the bees because they just sit there, shoot you from range. Yeah, a little inconvenient. I like that I can actually AoE some of this stuff down. Although, I'm not the only person here. But I feel like I'm helping. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm tired this morning. I'm doing fine though. We're making it through. We're getting it all together. Enjoying some bee and wolf farming for Crackling Shards. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 per upgrade depending on the track. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's negligible. I'd organize meetups and cookies by mail. Let people meet each other in our neighborhood. One of our guild members' houses. Aww. That would be nice. Hey, like a new shadow changes. Yeah, it's good. I feel like I've already kind of forgotten what it was like before. I've adapted very quickly. I was not a shadow main, but I've been using it this expansion to just kind of get through like my world quests and stuff. See if we can like get a little spot where we can pull a bunch of stuff. You're right, the dogs are nice because they group nicely. Thinking I should work on that too. So many things to do. Yeah. I only just got around to it because I finally caught up on all the decor that I can get outside of PvP decor. I think I have the rest of it. Gold plus crests. Yeah, there will still be crests for sure. I wonder how much time I'm going to spend doing actual like endgame content versus just collecting content when Midnight's actually out. It's been so long since I've done like a key that I've kind of forgotten what it's like, but oh my gosh, there's so much stuff here. None of it's a Crackling Shard. Yeah. I'm going to make a few Harrenir alts. I'm gonna do a Harrenir Druid, and I'm gonna do a Harrenir Hunter, I'm pretty sure. One of them is gonna be like female body type, one of them's gonna be male body type. Haven't decided which one's which. Alunira bird mount shared farm, still doing that too. I've been at 7 for ages. But I haven't really been farming, so I can't complain. Not as hyped for Harrenir as I was when they showed up in War Within. I think that the Flora-Fauna hunter pets, any hunter will be able to tame them, but Harrenir can tame them without having to like learn how. Other people are going to have to unlock them. I think those look really cool. Wish we could level a Harrenir now. It'll be annoying to unlock one and then have to blast level a new one I want to main. Right? I've always felt like that. I felt like that with every allied race that they add that they don't let you at until the expansion's actually out. There's gonna be people that want to main it, and you are putting them in such a sticky corner by not just releasing them early. I don't understand. Like, I know that they want it to make sense with the story, and I'm just undervaluing that, but, like, we've met them already. Add a little quest line now. Oh, someone got a Crackling Shard. Grats. Someone's up a shard. Nice. Woo! Race change profit. Yeah, maybe. That's the cynical take, but there's probably some truth to it. Cynically think it's because race changes are not free. Uh-huh. Not as bad as some of the other ones. Yeah. I think my primary alt is going to be Haranir, if not my two primary alts, so I'll wanna get them going pretty early. Race changed my main to Xanda Troll as soon as I got them unlocked, and then leveled one for Heritage. Refused to spend $30 on that, would rather speed level a new tune. Yeah. I hate buying race changes because they tend to break my engagement with the character anyway. It feels too weird to me to have a character just like instantly be different, but also the same. Like it just messes up my connection to it. I've only kept a couple characters that have ever been race changed, and most of them ended up race changing back to their original race after a while. I don't think you can join as Horde because of the group finder. I'm not 100% sure. It's like an open world custom group. I don't know if it would work. Hate the idea of my 10-year-old troll shaman just changing race. Yeah. Take care. Bye for now. See you later, Bedelia. I hope you feel better. Can't do it at max or high level, still feel connected. Yeah. I'm probably just going to level a couple from scratch. We'll see how long it takes. You could probably use your boost. I don't like using boosts either for the same reason. They disrupt my connection with a character if I didn't level it. Sometimes I get that feeling from my remix characters too. If I level the character too fast, I don't feel like it's mine. I didn't bond with it. Goblin wants to be human, but that's just part of her personality. She's a Huey boo. I'd never pay to change her. That's so funny. They've had like NPCs that were like that about like a character of one race that was just like obsessed with the culture of a different race. I can't think of any examples offhand, but I feel like that's definitely been a thing. Hate very fast leveling, to be fair. It feels weird. I can't complain about it too much because I use it every time they have it. Wow, on a certain point, I feel like I've got enough characters. And whenever I'm cleaning up my alts and deleting extras, it's usually characters that I leveled during remix that end up on the chopping block. What are we saying? Where's a nice spot? Maybe here? No shards for this session yet. 0. But 2 of my party members have gotten them. So they do exist. Just not for me just yet. Silver Moon Harry from Wrath. Yeah, that's what it was. Don't even remember the races of my remix alts. Shards for me, none for me. It'll happen. If nothing else, I'm getting... What am I getting? I don't know. Gold. Cinder pollen. Basically beef. What do we like here? Whenever the wolves are up, I feel like those are a super nice pull. But there's a few good ones kind of on the way. Made sure to use the ones I don't have heritage armor for, but have I done heritage quests? No. Yeah, I think I finally finished going through and figuring out which characters I was missing heritage on and then doing it. I think I got done with that. It took me forever, though. The game does not make it real comfy to just see at a glance which heritages you're missing. There's achievements that help you look for the allied races, but for classic races, it's a little trickier. It's kind of annoying. I think I finished. I wouldn't swear it on my life, though. Started a new account, starting as human. Favorite heritage armor. I like the goggles from the gnome heritage. But I use them like as a piece in different sets. Oh, Muzi got another one! I need some of your luck. Wow. Worst one is the Belf one. Downside of being the first race to get anything. I like the Belf one. Pandarn one's a bit... It's fine. I like the Dark Spirit Troll a lot, actually, with the Dark Spirit Troll one looks really good. Like Nightborn, yeah. Show display of Lua errors. I thought it was a script. I don't think it is in the, like a checkbox in the options. I thought it was a script that you, like, run. Add-ons can suppress or unsuppress it. I know sometimes Leatrix will suppress add-on or error messages for me. Nothing burger compared to humans and orcs. We have different colors, maybe? Yeah. Belf's about to get a third of an expansion worth of what are effectively heritage armors. That was how I felt when we got Night Elf themed armor from the Darkshore Warfront. I felt like that pushed... We did eventually get heritage armor, but I felt like that pushed the heritage armor timeline back by like 2 years. But at least it was nice. Nice stuff. Let's try up here. I'm trying to remember what Draenei heritage armor looks like. I think that one's nice too. I think I like the Draenei one a lot. Void Elf is eating good midnight. Seems the first patch zone is a troll island. Guess my troll will be having a good time as well. Man, troll patch just reminds me of Cataclysm. I remember when the Zandalari like boated on up into the harbor, and we were like, ah, not the Zandalari. Those have always been enemy trolls. Wouldn't it be funny if another person had gotten all the shards before he'd even received one? It's possible. Moosey's up 2 already. I don't know how many they're missing. Alright, what are we saying? I want to maybe have a look at puppies here. How you doing? Hi, Red Space. I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing? I did not watch the new Midnight Cinematic. Didn't get around to it. Not a big cinematic girly anymore. Not too fussed about what's going on in the story. I'm sure they do good work. Got my 9th shard from a delve and one of my fresh alts. Nice. Every time I watch a Blizzard YouTube video on my stream, it messes with my ability to post the VOD to YouTube. it gets kind of sticky. What is Hearthsteel? It is a cash shop currency to buy decor, yes. I haven't really tried farming them. A whole expansion worth of tooling around has yielded me only 3 shards to date. I really thought I was going to have more of them by now. Oh, someone got one. Twinkleadin got one. Very nice. Happy for you. How is your week going? My week's going pretty good, actually. On a bit of a kick. Hopping on my ult for some gold grind. Best stream to you. Thank you. Learned something. Unlike fingers, of which we have 8, we do in fact have 10 toes. No ambiguity, only toes. 7 shards. I'm gonna be buried with 7 shards at this point. I've only been farming for like half an hour. I can't complain too much. We haven't been grinding all day. I'm starting to get excited about midnight. It's starting to feel real. Like that it really is as soon as it is. Time's kind of motoring along whether I want it to or not. The Danish national sport is complaining and it passes time, so go forth and complain. Yeah, Valentine's Day. I'm gonna make my best approximation of a heart-shaped pizza. And he got me a present. I don't know if we're gonna go out. We're not big going out people. It's also a work day for me. It's just tomorrow, so I'm gonna be streaming in the morning. I'm gonna be working in the afternoon. I'll start the pizza dough sometime after lunch. Maybe we'll find a movie to watch. Systems for midnight seem like more within. I agree, but I don't know if I'm mad at it. I feel like I would rather, like, if they found something that works, I would rather have, like, really minor iterations on systems that are working rather than throwing systems out and doing brand new ones just for the sake of change. Even if it means that things feel like they're not innovating that much. Like, if you got it right, know when to stop. I think a lot of it is actually working pretty well, and that's why it's not getting messed with so fundamentally. Mom made us homemade donuts. Oh, that is kind of crazy. There will be raid guides for sure. I'm not currently planning dungeon guides, but if that changes, then they will be on my YouTube channel. Nadia, thank you for the 30-month resub. Yay, 30 months! The ads were ruining my vibe. Welcome back to ad-free viewing. Glad to have you. Thank you. Every now and then I check my bags. I have my Crackling Shards right here, just in case I like looted one and didn't notice. Every now and then I'm checking just to see if something hit my bags. Hopefully the lush garden gnome-like statue will be unlockable. Tonight I'm excited to watch more figure skating. Men's long programs, or free skate or whatever they call it, is tonight or today. So I'm gonna avoid spoilers. I'm gonna save that to watch this evening. I want to see all the skaters, but I want to see Ilya. It's just so exciting. Judge you fully, but what toppings are you putting on the heart pizza? I mean, I need to evaluate the level of... I need to evaluate the shelf stability of the ingredients I have in my fridge, but I have some sun-dried tomatoes, I have some olives, I have some feta cheese. Sometimes I have spinach, but I don't think I have any spinach right now. That kind of a general category. Mediterranean adjacent. Salty stuff. Brother told me he has a crush on Ilya, and that was his way of coming out to me. Aww. That's actually like a really funny, like, I'm assuming teenage crush. Did you know he did his own voiceover? Like, his long skate starts with this super, like, self-serious like voiceover about Destiny, and he wrote it and voiced it. How funny is that? What a diva move. Like, I mean, go off, you know, like he's got the skills to back it up, but when I heard that, I thought that was just the funniest thing ever. Brothers 20, yeah. Balsamic drizzle. Partner's not crazy about balsamic vinegar, so I'll probably skip that, but I like it. I think it sounds like a good idea, but I'll probably sit that one out. Ooh. I'm really excited to see the Japanese skaters as well. Both Shun Sato and Rumi Kageyama have done amazing skates so far in the Olympics, and I'm really excited to see what they pull out for the long one. I don't know if I've seen all their long programs. That's a big... I can't hear balsamic vinegar without thinking of Elmo. It's a big word for Elmo. Oh, I got one. It's my time. I'm up to 8. 8 shards, baby. Woo! 8 out of 10. We're back. Congrats. Thank you. They are real. That's a big word for Elmo. Yeah, the Japanese skaters are so good. I'm going to be watching the women's solo skates pretty much just for Kaori. I'll also have to find out who else is skating and what their deal and story is, but she's the main female solo skater that I know. She's incredible. Figure skating is just so much fun because, like, how do they do it? They're going so fast and the ice is so slippery, and they have like, and then they just, you know, they just pull a Beyblade. How? I don't get it. It's fun though. It also seems like if you like watching sports for drama, there is nothing. The only thing that comes close to ice skating drama is probably gymnastics drama. It's like my favorite hobby. I'm just happy if I don't fall on my butt skating. I would be out there clinging to like 2 pylons. Turns out blades are the secret to being agile on slippery surfaces. I'm sure this is a widely applicable principle, not limited to figure skating. I don't really fully understand how they stand. Sometimes pair skaters will stand on their partner's legs in skates. And how do you not slice them open like a salami? Like, I'm guessing it's just there's no sliding going on, but like, still. Are they not sharp? Are the pants reinforced? What's going on? Yeah, I wouldn't need the gurney bar. I can't skate to save my life. I'm known for many things, but, well, I was gonna say I'm not known for my balance, but I've been working on my balance a lot, actually. Maybe I'm better than I used to be. I've been doing a lot of balance work in yoga. Although that's just standing on one leg. That's not standing on ice. Yeah, maybe they have pant armor. I am doing yoga again. Not as intensely as I was last year. I'm not going 4 times a week or anything, but I found an in-person class I can go to. Bit of a drive, but it's not too bad. I found an online I've had an online class that I've been doing. And then every once in a blue moon I will crank myself up all by myself to just kind of do a practice. I don't know if that if your level's gonna work out, but we can try. Really brutal incidents, nice skating. Yeah. You can get some gnarly injuries. It's pretty scary. Hi, Simple Kitty Cat. How you doing? Eight out of 10 shards. I kept having dreams last night about finding further down basements to my house. Like I was exploring and I kept finding stairs that went down and then there were more stairs that went down. And then there were more stairs that went down, and then there were rats down there, and I'm like, well, that's okay. Rats are animals too. But then I was like too scared to like go down there, and then like my old property manager was there, and he was like talking to me about the house and all those basements, and I was like, I just keep finding more of them. It's crazy. But I don't think I'm gonna store stuff down there because it's spooky and there's rats. Like in my dream, the basement was like buried under the garden. It was weird. I think I just wasn't sleeping that well. Oh, it was a nightmare. I don't remember it being like wildly scary. I do have like nightmares sometimes, but that one wasn't scary at the time. Basements everywhere. It was just more curious. So where are they coming from? Why are there so many? How did I not know about these before I bought the house? It wasn't a scary rat, but it was a very big rat. I didn't loot all of these. We have local pack rats, but they are polite. Stay outside. Yeah. What are we saying? Where's a good spot to do a nice big pull? You guys got one together up here, maybe? Yeah? No? Yeah? Okay. I think I lost people. I want to put an aquarium right back there where the WoW poster is. I can't figure out what I want to do. I don't want to get in over my head, but right now I want to do something. One of these days we'll move Barbara in here and see how we feel. I guess I'll have to see what the lighting looks like too. The aquarium lights that I have to grow plants are pretty bright, and I feel like they would maybe overexpose my background a bit. Might have to adjust. New aquarium with new fish? Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out, like, I know that I can have a large aquarium, and I think I want one. I'm just trying to figure out what size, what I want to kind of plan to stock it with, how I want to plan to aquascape it. I want to kind of have a plan before I just start buying stuff. But I change my mind like every day about what I want to do, so I don't know. And I don't want to just get too many. I don't want to do too much stuff. I don't want too many tanks, and then I can't keep up with them. But the thing with aquariums is once you have one or two, they tend to grow. They tend to sprout. They call it MTS, multi-tank syndrome. Happens to the best of us. Don't be like my uncle. He got a 1,000-gallon aquarium, has to pay a scuba diver to go in and clean it once in a while. 1,000's pretty big. That's pretty juicy. That's a heavy amount of water. You gotta really reinforce the floor, have it on like a concrete slab or something for that. Fish keeping slippery slope. The biggest tank I've ever had before was a 20-gallon long, like 3 apartments ago. And it was awesome. I loved that tank. But I could do bigger just now because I don't have a landlord anymore. And he built the house, literally built it around the tank. Yeah, that's a good question. What's in it? Does he do monster fish or does he just have like a million tetras? I've seen some really cool large tanks that have just like massive schools of like cardinal tetras. And when you get like 1,000 of them, which I don't know how on earth you afford that, but when you get that many of them, they can actually exhibit some really nice schooling behavior. Imagine it's just a shark. This is Harriet, my shark. Fish or the aquascaping? I would say both. Maybe a tiny bit more the fish, but I wouldn't want to have a tank without any plants. Unless the inhabitant just hated plants. Like if I had an Oscar somehow, which I don't think I would get a tank big enough for an Oscar, but If I had one of those and it was just ruining all my plants, I would maybe give up. Are there not laws that kick in over a certain size of aquarium? On private premises? Not really. You know, you're allowed to have swimming pools. I don't see why you're not allowed to have an aquarium. Lives in Louisiana, never visited. Here I'm complaining about the diver to clean out the algae. You could have an octopus. I could. I wouldn't though. They're too intelligent, and they live for such a short amount of time, and I feel like it's just tough to not let them, you know, have their life cycle in the ocean where they belong. Uncle owns his own natural gas drilling company. He'll pay the fines. Is he looking to adopt a Canadian? Any more shards? Do I have a lot of pollen? I have 125 pollen. Always wanted to visit, never have. Louisiana, quite the trip. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine. I don't know if octopuses live longer in captivity. I know in the wild that they die after they breed. After she lays her eggs and like protects them, that's the end of her life and she dies. So maybe if you prevent her from doing that, she lives longer, but I don't know. Just feels wonky to me. They're just so smart. They're so smart. Sometimes it's about quality over quantity. Not even our sea sisters can catch a break. Yeah. I mean, it's sad, but I bet it's not sad with the octopus. It's a bit... There's something kind of beautiful about it. I feel the same way about watching the salmon run. They have such an incredible journey to try to make it upriver to finally spawn and then die. And by the time they're spawning, they're already half dead, but like... And a lot of them won't make it. But for the ones that do, it's just so beautiful. Tefritine is up. No shard from that. I was hoping I would maybe get lucky. I wonder if I could get realistically. I betcha. Just based on the rate that I've been seeing them drop for people, I guess if we did some good farming. I feel like I'm in the wrong area, really. Could get 2 more shards to drop in a morning, maybe? Reminded me of a Canada Film Board films. Was there one about a life of a salmon? Probably? Nothing to my knowledge, though. Race for shards before the expansion. Yeah, it's not like it's my last chance or anything, but I know that once midnight comes out and there's more kind of current stuff going on, I'm not going to want to be here doing this. I can tell you that right now. Got 2 here. We've seen a few drop in the group so far. I just hear the narrator's voice. There's one called Paddle to the Sea. I mean, it's not ringing a bell, but that doesn't mean that I didn't see any of them. It's just been a long time. I remember watching a lot of tape films in the library about volcanoes for some kind of a school project once. I gotta find my group. They're back this way. Hello, how you doing? Happy Friday. Hope things are going well for you. See if we can loot a few things. Networking is so weird. I've been emailing a program director in Seattle for a program I'm interested in and come to find out that it is my fiance's mom's brother's partner. Hey! It's like an uncle-in-law, kind of, right? Ish? It's like a serendipitous stroke of nepotism. Work it. You play that card. So glad I did Alunira back at the start over with it. Howdy. Howdy, how you doing? I'm at 8 out of 10 shards. I'm getting there. It's coming together. Nice. Nearly broke my brain to reach uncle-in-law. Took me a minute. Dude. These guys. Took us a while to figure it out. I did get one earlier. Yeah, I got one in this group so far. I don't know exactly when we started doing this. A little while ago. A little ways into stream. We spent some time doing some shopping first. I did a couple of Endeavor shopping. I toured 2 houses. And now we're here. Congrats. Thank you. Thank you very much. Getting lots of pollen. I can't for the life of me remember the name of the decor that you get for that. I have them out. I have 8. We're up to 8 out of 10 shards. What are we saying? I feel like over here is good. How are you doing today, Angela? Happy Friday. Oh, somebody got an abyssal fur. I'm like, what is that purple thing? That's not a crackling shard. It's an epic leather, I guess. Good, thanks. Happy Friday to you too. You guys making plans for your weekend? Do people do that? I ask every weekend just to make small talk or just to, like, you know, spark some conversation. Some people have plans. People used to ask me that when I worked in Meat Space, and I used to be like, video games? Same as last weekend, same as the weekend before. Should I be doing something else? Alunira is not going away, no. It's just convenient to work on it now, because I'm not going to want to work on it after. Oh yeah, for Valentine's Day, that's right. Meat Space is one term for not online. See, it's a good one. You knew exactly what I meant. I didn't come up with it. Thinking of going to the cinema. Chalk up another expansion's decor done. Shadow, Dragonflight, or Within to go. Nice. You've got some really nice looking stuff ahead of you. You consider us all walking meat? I mean, are we not walking meat? That's exactly what we are. This is my meat suit. If anything goes wrong with my health, I can say that I need repairs to my meat suit. Plans to finish an EP? Like a music release? Not Eastern Plaguelands. Yeah. That plus every lumber achievement. Oh, cool. I didn't say anything about eating the meat suits. I'm a pescatarian. I just have one. What? It's cute. Come on. Morning. Morning. Vibe coding a spreadsheet that talks to the API over the weekend. Might add the quests and achievements I want to track. Oh, cool. Let's do these guys and these ones. And I'll grab this big guy, maybe. Maybe these ones too. List up again. Getting some greens I could get rid of. At some point, midstream, or I guess whenever I feel like I'm done with farming Crackling Shards for the day, I'm gonna remember to do my Love is in the Air, because I haven't done it yet. I need my chance at the Spring Butterfly. I don't have one yet. Oh yeah. Last time I heard the term meat space was from the Bobaverse book series. Glad there's plans in the work for that to become a TV series. Oh, I hadn't heard of that one. Right now I'm reading Tales of Earthsea, which is the... It's either the 4th or the 5th volume in the Earthsea series, the Earthsea cycle. And it's supposed to be like a collection of short stories that kind of support the lore so far. And I'm reading the first one, and I'm expecting it to be a short story, so like every time we get to a point where something's happened, I kind of expect the story to wrap up, but then it just like keeps going. I'm like halfway through this tome, and I'm still reading about Medra and the establishment of the school on Rogue. It's good. It's a great story, but like I keep thinking it's almost over and it's not over yet. Used to use Meat Puppet all the time, but now I prefer Avatar. Trying to manifest Rocket and Butterfly mounts this year. Finally found the exact plater option that was destroying my ears with Lua errors. I'm so happy. Nice. Every year for Valentine's Day, we swap who cooks the night before and day of. Oh, this year I am making Gorgonzola Nokia with homemade sourdough garlic bread, and tomorrow he is making coconut mango chickpea curry. Are you two looking to adopt a Canadian? To barge in on your Valentine's Day. Oh, that sounds delicious. That sounds so good. Gorgonzola Gnocchi with sourdough garlic bread is like the exact kind of carb fiesta that I live for. I haven't. This is my first Ursula Le Guin expedition as Earthsea. I haven't read anything else from her. I totally would though. I really like her as an author. Garlic bread, great addition to anything. If you can get his citizenship. Well, we'll just pitch the government with a polycule. That'll go over well. I really like the forewords and the afterwords that she writes, or that are like published in Earthsea. She's so reflective in them, and I feel like completely without ego, which is really rare to find in a successful author. Although I cringe a little bit every time I see there's a Neil Gaiman quote on the cover. And I know that this all happened, like, the books were published and she lived and died before anything ever came out about him, but I feel like if she knew, she would hate it now. Got my last Crackling Shard yesterday, just in time for the new X pack. Nice. Willing to adopt an American. I'm adopting one already. I think that's my import limit. Not exactly adopting him. A little different. Who is Paul LeCool? Kier. Nah, she got her Canadian citizenship the moment she crossed the border. It's funny, I had all of her papers. I had like her vaccination and her rabies papers and everything, and they didn't even look. They were supposed to look, they did not look. Can do over here. Wonder if our cats meow with a British accent. I've seen videos of cats meowing with what seems to be different accents, but I don't know. How does Flabby like it? Well, you'd have to ask him. Might move. After I'm in attending since y'all are at such a shortage, yeah. My understanding is that he really likes he likes it in general. I don't think he would trash talk Canada in front of me, though. He knows I'm kind of, I don't know. I like it. But, I think he likes it here. We have very nice outdoorsy stuff and fishing, and he's all about that. There's an Italian husky who talks with an Italian accent. Oh my god. The only thing better than being argued with by your husky is being argued with by your husky in an Italian accent. I feel like it would be really funny if for a husky to throw a tantrum in like French. Mon Dieu. Tips for farming Valor Stones? I got a lot of Valor Stones from doing chet lists, but we're almost out of, like, they're going to be obsolete in like a week and a half. We're not bringing them with us into midnight. I did marry Flavia. It was kind of an open secret for a long time. I didn't tell people until pretty recently. You're not that far behind. And I think that was a reasonable question to ask. I enjoyed it. Oh, they don't give Valor Stones anymore? Oh, bummer. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't farmed any Valor Stones in ages. They're mosquitoes? Mm-hmm. Big fan. How many shards? 1. I went from 7 up to 8. It's a non-zero amount. We're happy. I thought I was going to get trolled because people in my group were getting them, but I wasn't getting any for a little while. I think your reverse manifestation worked. I think it's working real good. Wasn't getting coffer keys? Yeah, we're in kind of a weird gray area between expansions, so I think a lot of stuff like that is got... With 1201, I think a lot of stuff got kind of turned down or off. I am farming shards. How do you like the new music? Kind of dig it? Yeah, it's not bad. I feel like I just let the music wash over me these days, but I was enjoying it on beta. I need shards 9 and 10 now, though. I'm gonna miss this music a little bit. This is so nice. Never paid attention because I get overwhelmed with everything new, and I think I just noticed it yesterday. I am on Vancouver Island, yeah. I'm not, like, hyper close to my family because I had to move a good ways out of the city to be able to afford a house. But I'm a heck of a lot closer than I was when I lived in Oregon. I can visit them, they can visit me, we can visit for holidays and birthdays, and my mom makes the trip. She travels and does road trips and stuff, so she stops by. Comes to visit for an afternoon. She brought Boggle. It was really fun. It's nice. From Nanaimo, live in Langford. Understand the affordability issue. Yeah, you get it. You get it. I do well enough for myself, but I am not like a giga streamer. And my partner at the time is still does not have a work permit. We're working on it, but immigration is not fast. So we're single incoming it for the moment. So saving for a house was kind of like a big deal, and there's got to be some you make a compromise here and there. I love where we ended up. I'm so happy. I can't believe I got a house. Like, I can't believe I got a house and a yard. Yes, I'm like in the woods, but we're not going to worry about that. I like it in the woods. There's cool birds here. I'm not a city girl. I don't need restaurants and like nightlife or events or anything like that. I didn't go to any of that anyway. I'm not hitting up the bar. Ready to get out of Portland, moving to Bend. Yeah, we do get bears. we do genuinely get actual real life black bears. I was kind of surprised. Like, I knew there were gonna be bears. I didn't know there were gonna be bears like in my driveway. Nice. Congrats. Thank you very much. Oh, thanks, Parody. It has been like last year was a huge year in particular. I still can't believe we got our puppy. Remember when you were pining for a house, how time flies? Yeah. Save the bees. You can always make the food you would miss in the city yourself if you want it bad enough. Yeah. Plus, I am going back to Victoria to visit family. So, like, if I'm dying for, like, some Indian food, I can just make sure that I get some whenever I do go back to the city. Or, like, if I need to go shopping or something. Is this the permanent house? I think so. As far as I'm concerned, I can stay here until they drag my dead body out of it. But I'm young. There's time. We could change our mind one day. I like it though. I don't think this is a starter house. I think this is the house. Get a ton, bring it home, freeze it, right? That's what happened after our wedding. We ordered like a ton of Indian food for our wedding. And then we had way more than we needed to actually feed people, so we had like leftovers for a long time. Oh yeah, I need to list it. Yeah, I did get everything I wanted. I had kind of like a moment where I was like, well, now what? Now I have to figure out how to live and hang on to it when you don't have this like giant goal overhanging your life. But the house needs lots of work, so there's always something to kind of like look forward to and plan and save up for, that kind of thing. It's not like we're out of goals. Back for my meetings, yay for a long weekend. Oh, nice. Yeah, we weren't that subtle. Forgot long weekend in America for President's Day. I think we have a long weekend here in Canada too. I think it's Family Day. I don't know what Family Day. I think it's just a holiday. I think it's just supposed to be a holiday, and then if you can spend time with your family, then go for it. Kind of thing. It's just a stat. Where should we farm? Yeah, it sounds nice. Got kind of a cute branding to it. Adopting that name now. Where are the shards? At some point I gotta take a break. I guess actually what I can do is I can delist for now. I can farm for a little bit more. And then I can take an actual break and then do my Love is in the Air run. See if I get lucky with the butterfly mount and then kind of reform when I come back. Or rejoin if this group is up. 4 days off. Nice. They added in Family Day mostly because it's a long time between New Year's and Easter with no holiday. Yeah. Yeah, this is a good place to farm shards. The bees and then the wolves around the corner here are nice. The wolves are kind of nice because they pull a little bit more conveniently. I'm excited about garden. I've got my tomatoes started. I've got some pepper plants started. I got some flowers and I'm going to do some more of them. My compost is coming along. I've got some mature compost. I started some, like, basically as soon as I moved in at the end of last summer. And for a while, I was, like, kind of hyper fixated on it and micromanaging it and turning it every, like, 2.3 days and measuring its temperature with the thermometer and stuff. And I actually managed to turn over a batch of, like, pretty much finished compost. And I guess it was 6 months. I guess that's normal. It's not that crazy. But, like, I'm excited because it's the first time I've ever actually done that. I never had a space I could do that before. Spectrum Brain interpreted the situations. I hope Hazel's husband's cool with Flabby. Yeah, Flabby and I have been friends for a long time, but we definitely, for a couple, we definitely spend like a lot more time together. Oh, nice! Somebody else got their second shard. Gratz Night Sight. Oh, and a third one! Wow! How many left? I'm not jealous. Oh, Andrew, thanks for the bits. 4 more. You might beat me there. Yeah, okay. We'll do over here. Oh, your level's catching up. I'm pretty sure that this hunter was level, might be back in a little bit. Okay, so I am going to take an actual break, and then I'm going to do my Love is in the Air. I'm going to try for the butterfly when I get back. BRB! Okay, alright. We're back. I'm here. I'm so tired today. I feel like I could just, like, drift off to sleep. Like, mid-farm over here. I'm comfy. My dog's all comfy and he's all stretched out like the entire length of the couch. Let's get in a holy spec and queue up for Love is in the Air. That's the one. Fingers crossed. Fatty, thank you for the 51-month resub. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Delighted as always. Best name on Twitch. Listen, it's what the internet's for. They can't clean us up too much. Welcome. You guys have stuck with me a long time. Wanted to say, during COVID, you were the sole thing keeping me sane. Watch your stream every day that you were on. Oh. Aw, shucks. Sweet. Thanks, Critton. Giga Cozy Mode. Snow is falling? I was the monk that got those 3 shards in the farm run. Pretty good start to a day. Not bad. Love Rocket yesterday. Nice. I've heard of people getting the love armor to like today. I've heard accounts from folks around here that have got it. I think it might have been Zoldak. Hi, Hazel. Been unlucky thus far. Yeah, the Drake customization. Got the armor today. Got the butterfly mount today. Nice. Jealous. I'm jealous. I'm green. No armor. I don't even remember if I have the armor. I might. I don't know. I have some of them. Got the flower child headpiece, the rose for the hair. Alright, let's pop open the box. Da-da-da. Oh, hey! Speaking of love armor, there you go. I just got it. I guess I didn't have it. It's for the renewed Proto Drake. Wow. Would you look at that? Dang it. I want the butterfly, but I will accept this with grace and dignity. I'm going to go put it on. There's got to be a thingy. It's in Dornegal. There's a rostrum in Dornegal somewhere. Do you ever have to write down what you plan to do in game? I end up either getting sidetracked or forgetting a lot of times. Yeah. I like a paper list. I keep, and I use this sometimes for content too, but I keep a legal pad on my desk. Along with, this is how grown up I am, little incentive stickers like they give you in kindergarten and stuff. So I'll make lists like that and kind of keep track of what's going on. Lately, I've been able to keep my WoW stuff in my head because it hasn't been that complicated. It's often more fun, though. It seems like work to make a written plan like that, but it's more fun not having to just, like, juggle it all in your brain, I feel like. For your enemies list, bad chatter's going to list. Eh. If you're bad enough, you just get permabanned and then we never have to think about you again. Doesn't happen very much. You guys are pretty nice. Yeah, help stay on track, exactly. Big fan of pen and paper. I also have, where's my dailies? I also have my little unicorn notebook. 33, by the way. For my daily to-do lists and stuff and keeping track of, stuff. The idea behind getting like an itty-bitty little one, I thought I broke it for a second, was that I can't possibly put a to-do list that is bigger than what I can actually do in a day on this, assuming that I'm like granular enough with my tasks. So if by having a small one, I won't overwhelm myself. Because I used to strike out with to-do lists by making a to-do list and then putting everything that I possibly could do on it, and then looking at the list and panicking, and then having like a 6-day meltdown. That was kind of a recurring cycle of mine, as I finally get brave enough to face the list. I write it all down, and then I go, ah! sauce. So like having a short piece of paper where you can't put it all down. Helpful. IMO. Let's get rid of all this stuff. Never wanted an event mount so bad. Jealous everyone's got it. Got the sweeper yesterday. Feel like that used up all my luck. Nah. We got time left. We got event left to go. I'm gonna put on the new Drake armor. Or my new Drake armor anyway. Although it means I'm gonna have to take off my Phorax skin. Oh, I have Brewfest armor too. Look at that. I don't remember this. Like, at all. Oh well. Kind of looks nice with the... I mean, yeah, the red matches, but the tones aren't right. Do it with the white. When was the last time you messed with your proto-drakes? Yeah. 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 I mean, it's hideous, but that's fine. Popping in to give you a follow and let you know your stream always makes me want to light a candle, put on a blanket, sip my coffee. Good vibes. Thanks. It's a compliment of the highest order. Need to paint my kitchen wall, fix some holes. Too lazy to open the paint bucket. I want to tile my backsplash, but I don't know the first thing about tiling, so I know it's going to look horrible. I need to tile like a scrap project first so I can like learn how it works. And also the tiles that I want don't exist. It's not like a thing. Can help you with tiles. I just need some hands-on experience. I am the least handy person. I have aspirations of being handy, but I don't have any actual experience, so I don't have a lot of like street smarts when it comes to doing like DIY or home improvement projects. So the backsplash that is in now is easy to remove. Go ahead and say that. I think to call it peel and stick would be generous. Backsplash, good low consequence place to figure out. Tiling way better than the floor or bathroom. I don't think I would put tiles on a floor or bathroom. They're too cold and you could heat them, but like, I'm not opposed to linoleum. I'm just not that classy. I like a good luxury vinyl plank, you know? I like... Some of my flooring is just flat roll, not even plank linoleum, and I kind of love it. You know what? It's easy to clean. Not classy. What am I doing? I guess I'm starting a group again. List it up. Going back in. Oh, I don't need to be in healing spec for this. But yeah, I gotta figure out to what extent I want to commit to my vision. I should probably make it a little bit more neutral and a little bit less exciting than what I have in my mind so that I don't hate it quite as much in a few years. Play it a little safe. Anything other than tile in a bathroom. See, I'm the opposite. I feel like it is so annoying to keep grout from getting moldy that I would much rather have vinyl in a bathroom, like flat vinyl that you can actually clean properly, than having to scrub grout. I hate scrubbing grout. What do you have in your mind? Like blush pink. Backsplash. Maybe like cream cabinets. Maybe a little bit of like a minty teal retro vibe. I don't know. Hideous, basically. Like something that I will never be able to sell, but if I live here forever, that's fine. I go through phases, though, so I feel like I should maybe calm down. Pretty 60s. Yeah, exactly. A little mid-century-ish. Yeah. I want to redo the cabinets. Or at the very least, like, refinish them. They have the most awful paint on them. It's not a bad color, it's just white paint, but you can tell it was not the right white paint to use in a kitchen space. It's completely matte, it scratches and dings up and scuffs and is almost impossible to clean, and heaven forbid you spill any sauce on it. You need something glossy and like wipeable, and that is not what's on those cabinets right now. I don't know if I can do this by myself. I unfortunately love that. I can't tell you not to. Yeah. Love a good mid-century modern. I feel like the stuff I like for my home is not very cohesive. Like, I like things that are mid-century modern, and I like Japanese and Scandinavian influences. I also like a lot of like West Coast influences, like raw dark wood, art of like beaches and scraggly trees and big whales. I like teal and blue and blush pink. I like kind of woven things and rattan. It's all over the place. it's a lot of different things. You can do spray paint. Yeah, maybe. I'll have to look at some stuff eventually. It's fine for now. Like, knowing that I'm going to refinish them, I'm not too fussed about how ugly they get. I want to do a big poll, but I don't think I can live. I don't think I can survive. Exact same interest in house decor and home design. I would rather it be a little messy and uncohesive than too modern and boring for me. I have not really looked at my talent tree. I looked at it just long enough to get my vampiric touch applying my shadow word paint again, and that was about it. Cottagey vibes. Yeah, I've heard that as well. I mean, I like flowers and gardens. I like it when butterflies and birds visit. I don't know if I want the decor to be cottagey, though. I guess I don't know what cottagey decor is. I do have my cute little teacups. Oh no. See if anyone else is running a group. No? 8 out of 10 shards. Quite a bit of overlap, light colors, natural wood stones. Yeah. Yeah, I like a lot of natural textures. I like it when things look like what they... I mean, I guess I can make apologies for luxury vinyl plank pretending to be wood when it's just vinyl, but like... I don't want big marble. I know that's had a moment. I don't want real marble because it's heavy and expensive, and I don't want fake marble because it's lying. Use the housing as a project for your real home. I thought about that. It's just not quite the same toolkit. It would be easier to do in Animal Crossing. The elements that you have available to you in WoW housing are more fantastical than they are realistic. Project does not wrap up today. We'll be farming shards tomorrow. Probably, yeah. Probably. You saying you don't have a dark portal in your living room? I mean, we can't confirm or deny having the Dark Hardened Azoth in my closet. Crackling Shards. Could do it in The Sims. I've never played The Sims. These shards. Crackling Shards, not BFA. War Within. Alunira. Need to take the bread out from the oven. Listed a group? Yeah, no one's here. There we go. Not resonance crystals, crackling shards. It's a currency for a mount farm. Rice crispy shit. Farm Seas Bark before midnight. Keep putting it off. Oh, now's the time. Have 7. Need 3 more. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, you need 10 for the mount. I'm at 8. No, that's fine. War Within's almost over. You can functionally skip it. Not going to be a big problem. I'll give you a target marker so I can keep track of you here. See if I can help pull some stuff. Burned my hands, forgot to use oven gloves. No! One must be careful with hot things. I have a huge like tear in my oven mitts, but they work, so I haven't replaced them yet. Oh wow, you got another one! Dang, the luck is with you. House smells like fresh baked bread. I was like idly window shopping online at like nicer dishes. Because whenever I'm watching like a home show, or even sometimes TV where they're just like eating in a nice place and they have like really like modern dishes, I'm always jealous. I was like, well, how much are they? Depending on how high quality you want them to be, they can be more or less. Mine are kind of like an essential sort of college set that are a bit chipped at this point, but they work, so it's kind of hard to justify replacing them. Bored away, I forgot to buy bread today. That's why I baked it. I mean, always a good choice. I haven't done bread in a while, but I'm gonna do pizza dough tomorrow for Valentine's Day. I'm making pizza. Yeah, group's up. Group is listed in the group finder. I'm not lead of this one. Husband is in his sourdough era. We threw away our scale for the time being. My first thought is, but scales are so useful for making bread, so you can measure the quantity of flour you're putting into it. And then I realized what you actually meant. I can't make bread without my scale. I need that. That's how you can't trust me to measure bread in a scoop. I'm gonna compact it too much. It's just on Zillow and saw a hot pink house with strawberry wallpaper and a room with fake grass on the walls. Oh yeah. Some people are just living their life. It's funny to me though that the realtor did not manage to successfully bully them into changing it for the sake of listing the house though. That's the name of the group farm. Shard Farm, Bees and Wolves. We are Alliance in North America. My grandma's great-great-great-great-great-grandma used to measure everything by hands when using tortillas. Or making tortillas. Room that looks just like Professor Umbridge's office. Oh, the stuffy little doilies and cat plates. I do a lot of cooking without measuring anything, but for bread I always weigh my flour at the very least. If I'm just making cookies, I might not worry about it so much. Must be like 90 years old. Yeah. Don't do volume, not exact enough for my brain. For me, it kind of depends on what the thing is. Flour is especially notorious for compacting in a scoop. So weighing is nice for flour because you know you're going to get a consistent amount. Other things don't necessarily compact quite as much. Some of them. You know, like I'm not going to weigh out grams of salt. I'm just going to either eyeball it or I'm going to use like a teaspoon or quarter teaspoon or whatever it's going to be for like just salt. Same thing with yeast. I do yeast in spoons and not grams. Fluffy and jealous. Sometimes I weigh water, which is funny. It's like you'd think there's an easier way to do this. Where's the rest of my crackling shards? People have gotten so lucky today. We've killed so many of these things. Even my cat loves my bread. We fight for it. Everything but water, certain amount of oil, but then some oil sticks to the measuring apparatus. Therefore, not accurate enough. Little window into your soul right there. That's funny. When I'm adding oil for bread, I just do a gloop. I eyeball that. I would drive you crazy. I'm like so inconsistent with when I want to be picky and when I don't. I'd open a bakery tomorrow if I'd find a patron to foot the bill. This is relaxing at least. Very precise about measuring stuff. Better go make the dough for pizza. I'll invoice you, so... Got it. Look up the density to make sure what the volume should be in mass for that ingredient. Yeah. It's smart to have that good of a grip on ratios, though, because it means that you can extrapolate. You can adjust recipes a lot more effectively, and you can invent recipes by applying your formulas to other ingredients. Like, it puts a lot more control in your hands for creativity, ironically. Did graveyard shift? It was very relaxed. Hard work. Busy, but relaxed. Surviving graveyard shifts is something that's always impressed me a lot. I would have such a hard time with it. That's exactly why I do it, and I'm too paranoid to mess up because we buy pretty expensive groceries and ingredients, so I'm not going to make it taste bad. Yeah, I feel you. The pressure of the nice quality ingredient. I feel like once upon a time it was just like groceries were affordable to the point that the fact that you were making something yourself meant that it was cheap regardless of what it was to some extent. Or maybe that was just the types of things that I was cooking when I was a teenager, but not so much true anymore. I've been going through a lot of tea lately in the afternoon. I've been making a cup of black tea for like right after lunch, and then I've been having like a pot of herbal or green tea for after that. Teapot's getting the workout. My partner must shop at Whole Foods. Groceries like $1K a month for 2 adults. Supporting his nutrition because he loves going to the gym, staying very fit. Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing to invest in if you can. What you put into your body matters. It was really sweet. My spouse got up early this morning and went grocery shopping before I even got out of bed so that I don't have to worry about doing it today. And he even remembered to get something that I didn't even put on the list. I had just thought about getting it, and he correctly guessed that I had thought about it and picked some up. I don't know how he does that. It's really impressive. Picky reads every ingredient label, makes grocery shopping a very long process. Yeah. Where are we heading to? I don't know. I lost my group. What was the thing? It was mozzarella for that pizza that I want to make. I have been talking about it, it's true, but we have a whiteboard where we write down things that we want to put on the next grocery list. And I didn't write it down on the whiteboard. I don't mean to upset you, but I just got a shard. Oh, congratulations. I've seen a bunch of people get shards today in the groups I've been farming with so far. Some individuals have gotten as many as 3. Maybe even more. That'll happen. My only thought in grocery stores, get what is on list and let's go. Yeah, I'm the same way. I plan my grocery shopping so that I'm there during the quietest possible time. Although now I'm also trying to factor in when they will still have XYZ thing on sale in stock, because that's also a factor. And then I have my list, and I feel like I try to be really surgical about it, because I just want to get in and get the stuff and then get out of there. I don't like... something I don't deal with very well is having to make decisions on the fly at the store, like trying to figure out, hey, do we have blank at home or do we need blank? I am useless at that because my brain is already in fight or flight from being in public. I can't remember what's in the fridge, and I might cry if you ask me. Not very well adjusted. So having a good list and a good idea of what's going on before I head out is really important, because it's not if they don't have what I came for, then I don't buy it and I don't eat it. Usually how that works. He said pizza for pizza, you need mozzarella. Yeah. It was just nice that he remembered. Do that all the time. Pick up on the fly things that I need. Hit the jackpot. Got 4 containers of berries all on sale this week. Nice. Can't be trusted to stick to the list, so I get my groceries delivered. Always cheaper. I used to do that when I lived in the city, and I could. It was, I think, $10 for a delivery, but for the amount of time that I saved not going out, worth it. And I was able to use like my points to usually comp the delivery fee. Although sometimes they would deliver you things that were not even remotely close to what you ordered. And most of the time it was fine and you could adjust, but every now and then I would get something that was just like not vegetarian that and if my partner didn't want to eat it, then we would just donate it to a food box or something, because I can't eat this. Or I guess I won't eat this. Friend that is French goes to the store every other day to grab ingredients for dinner that night, never does big grocery hauls. A lot of places I've heard have a culture like that, and it's really common to get fresh food really often and not do like, you know, the whole giant cart once a week or once every other week or whatever it is. Maybe we'll go look for puppies. I think if I liked shopping and it was kind of like on my way to or from somewhere, I would be more like that. I don't hate shopping, especially when we can manage to go when it's nice and quiet. Hate a crowd, though. Makes me anxious, couldn't do it every other day. It would be so nice for fresh stuff, though. Some things that I get, like tomatoes, when I do get fresh tomatoes, it's just like, okay, well, we're gonna have fresh things to eat for like 2 days. And then we're just gonna eat preserved things until we go to the store again, because some of the stuff really isn't gonna keep all week. It's just kind of a compromise you make. Refrigerators are quite tiny. We bought a big American-style fridge because I can't cope with that. Alright, 1 crackling shard, please. I'm ready for my next one. Barely handle going to the store every 2 weeks. I remember during early COVID, we switched, myself and my ex switched to getting groceries every 2 weeks, because just to kind of minimize like exposure before grocery delivery really like caught on. And it was stressful trying to shop for 2 weeks worth of food at a time. One shard, please. It's not working. Walk down to the one on the other side of town. Nice. Big batches of dinner so I can freeze leftovers that don't get eaten. Yeah, that's the best. Do you ever make a big batch of dinner with the intent to freeze leftovers, but it's so good and you guys are so hungry that you just eat it all? That happens to me every time I do a shepherd's pie. I make, like, a pretty... It should turn into 4 servings, but every time I make it, we always crush the entire thing. It's just one night's meal. All the time. Do that every time I make chili. Yeah. Can't help it. It's too good. Curries are usually good because I'll use my Instant Pot and I'll just make a huge batch, basically like the whole pot's worth of a curry. And that usually gets us through 3 meals? Or 2 if they're big. Portion it and then tough luck if anyone wants more. Spouse hates leftovers. He's always happy when that happens. I used to dislike leftovers until I kind of figured out for myself which things I find appealing as leftovers and which things not so much. I will not... 8. I don't like leftover cooked pasta. I don't find it reheats well. I don't like eating it when it's been reheated, so I just don't make that in quantities that needs reheating. If there is leftover pasta, my partner will eat it. But soups, stews, curry, chili, bang up leftovers. Anything that's kind of already liquid like that, where the texture is not going to be affected, or things like big batches of beans where having it as leftovers actually improves it because it gives it more time for the spices to like infuse into the bean or the lentil or whatever. That's good stuff. Those are the kinds of things I make in big batches. Make shepherd's pie for the leftovers. Well, I keep trying! We keep eating all of it! I can't make any bigger a batch. I make it in the cast iron pan. I only have the one size of it. It's too big and heavy to buy another one that's bigger. Better with a little age. Pizza, surprisingly good if you do it in the pan with some water. I like pizza reheated just on a baking sheet in the oven. I've done it on the pan and the stovetop too. I find that sometimes it makes the crust a little too tough. The water probably helps, but I don't mind crisping it up a little bit just on like a metal pan in the oven. That's my go-to for reheating pizza. I don't like eating it cold. And I don't have a microwave, but even if I did, my pizza would be not going near the microwave. It's just an abomination of texture. Pizza's all about the crust for me, so anything that diminishes the crust like that's no fun. Loves pancakes every time he comes over, asking for pancakes. Pizza microwave is crime. Get to have Hazel time. Hi, Milligram. Welcome. We're doing shard farming. Crackling shard farming. I have had 1 drop today. So I'm up from 7 to 8. I swear I've seen like 5 or 6 of them drop for other people. One person got 3. Yeah, that's exactly what I do, Milligan. I do mine leftover pizza exactly the same way. The hot honeycomb is a crafting reagent, but I don't know what it's for. Maybe a cooking thing? Also, I'm like scrolled way back in chat, so I'm behind, apparently. Meant to be eaten cold and congealed. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of congealed, previously melted cheese. It's not that offensive, but when I have the option to reheat it. We're talking about lunch a little too early. I need to come up with another topic. You guys are gonna make me hungry. I'm glad you guys got a long weekend. It's nice. some pizza I order so I can have it cold later. We usually, if we're ordering pizza, we order more pizza than we need for a meal so we can have leftovers once or twice, because otherwise the cost just doesn't make sense. BF likes only fresh pasta and reheated pizza, and I don't even fathom the reheated pizza. Me, breakfast time? Nearly 2:30. Eating it for lunch and dinner for like 4 days. Yeah, I'm usually pretty sick of it by the time it's gone. I've frozen it before, actually. Once there was like a deal where we got like larges instead of mediums, and we had so much pizza that I wrapped up and froze a bunch of it, and then it actually reheated really nicely in the oven. And that let me take like a week off of pizza so that I could like not be sick of it anymore. Yeah, it worked good. I would give it a try. I just chucked it in like a freezer bag and pressed all the air out. Favorite pizza toppings. I love some different cheeses. I love like a gorgonzola or like blue cheese. I love sun-dried tomatoes. Big fan of like kind of spinach, olives, feta, that kind of thing too. Artichoke's pretty good. I was gonna say honey toasted walnuts. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if I've ever had that on a pizza. It just sounds yummy right now. You pronounce Domino's like Domino's. Makes it more legit. Does it? How do you remember which orders to put in? I don't know. Notepad. Write it down. Might be an add-on that keeps track of that kind of thing. Best pizza I ever made. Some weird fusion with an Asian style soy sauce, pineapple, jalapenos. Oh, it does sound insane. I'll take your word for it. I like a good white sauce and garlic on pizza too. That with some gorgonzola. Roasted garlic, maybe? Anyways, I said I was going to stop talking about food. What's the weirdest thing that your pets have done lately? My babies were sharing their water bowl, which was very cute, and they were drinking out of it at the same time. My giant dog and my tiny cat. He's not giant, but my big dog and my little cat. And she was just kind of like sitting under his head waiting for him to finish, and then as soon as he'd finished, she like kind of went and started drinking again, and he looks at her like, well, if you're gonna drink, if you're gonna have it, I want it. So he starts drinking again, even though he's been drinking for half an hour. It was cute. I don't think I have my UI string posted anywhere. It's like very bizarre and peculiar to me. It's asymmetrical and wonky. I don't know if anybody wants it. I mean, I guess you want it. I don't have it posted. My cat killed a two-headed snake. Oh dear. Any shards? Still at 8. I have my plater profile posted. I leave for work. My dog watches Lilo and Stitch on the TV, and when we turn it on, she runs to the couch to watch it, and if we don't turn it on, she will howl. That's very funny. I've heard of dogs doing that, like having like a favorite show or something to watch. Mine will definitely watch TV with us, and he'll extra pay attention if there's dogs on the screen, or cats. Especially, but not limited to, if there's like sound in those videos. He'll watch it even if there's no sound. But I don't know that he has like a favorite show or anything. She will accept Winnie the Pooh. Dog doesn't care about any screens. I think Moose just kind of resigns to watching the TV with us because that's what we're all doing together, so he'll hop up on the couch right between the two of us and cuddle up to me and just be like, alright, I guess we're looking at this thing now. I would really rather do something else, but fine. I have turned on the YouTube Talker Cat live streams before. I think he likes the shorts just as much as anything. When we came back from our honeymoon and we'd had a pet sitter look after Moose, when we turned on the TV again, it was like halfway through like a stream of like calming, anxiety-reducing video for dogs or something like that. It was really cute. I think our pet sitter was trying desperately to gain the trust of my dog so she could take him for a walk. Cats like the bird ones. I've seen so many funny videos of animals accidentally or purposely demolishing devices because of those videos on them, like just crashing into the television and breaking it. I don't think you can have default UI highlight quest mobs. It's Plater that's doing it for me right now. Back to Blader, thanks. Yeah, I thought I was switching off of it, but then I like accidentally turned it on again and realized, oh yeah, this is nice. Works pretty much exactly like it used to. Not mad at that. Works for me. Plumber Run is an option for quest highlight too. Good, good. 1 shard, please. Cat did destroy our last 65-inch TV by climbing it while he was a kitten. Claws cracked his screen and scratched it. He was the demon one I told you about before. Demon babies. This is why we can't have nice things. I've resigned myself to not buy any like really expensive furniture that I'm really attached to. It's just a recipe for disappointment. I should know better. I do know better by now. He's so cute, but also dude. Late three-legged Shiba Inu mix used to love to watch babies on the TV, and if they cried, she'd go behind the TV to search for the baby. Aww. Moose really likes little kids. He's kind of like ambivalent on them if they're kind of like 7, 8 plus, but when they're toddlers and babies, he's obsessed with them. He just wants to meet them and sniff them and give them little kisses and like follow them around. Tiny kitten broke into my 4-pound bag of beans that he somehow broke into the pantry and pulled out. It sounds like a cute picture, Pet Peppy. Where are my shirts? We're awake. After seeing how many were dropping earlier for people, I got so optimistic. So hopeful. Loot at all those ones. We can try over here. This is a good spot. It'll happen. Maybe not today. Maybe later. With the new WoW cinematic that came out Monday, a lot of people are now Team Void specifically because the Void cures baldness. Don't think it takes much to win over people. Especially in a video game where it doesn't really matter. We're gonna root for whatever side looks cooler. If a decor item costs me like $1,200 to make, should probably be charging $2,500 at least. Yeah. You should charge whatever people will pay. Whatever you can sell them for is what you should charge. Which I know feels weird sometimes, but you can't neglect to value your own effort put in to level the profession and get the recipe and collect the materials. You know. People are buying it because they don't want to make it themselves. Mailbox is such a great prop. Need to be more utility housing items. Excited for the new Silver Moon decor, being able to dust off my horde characters. Yeah, I'm looking forward to having more things, although... Oh, somebody got a Crackling Shard. Knights, I got another one! Another one! Holy... Holy lucky, Batman. 9 out of 10. You're gonna lap me! I'm not jealous, I'm not jealous! Holy smokes. No, don't feel guilty. Don't feel guilty. I'm just giving you a hard time. I appreciate the tanking a lot. I can't do it by myself. I'm glad that somebody's getting lucky. Where are we heading to? Oh, I didn't loot these ones. Being dangled in front of you so close yet so far. They do exist. Just not for you. At least I got one today. I think if I hadn't gotten any the whole day, I would have been a little more salty about it. I'm at least at 8, which is up from 7 where we started. Well, thanks for the raid, guys. Rob and Eli Brooks, thanks, raiders. Welcome, everybody. Hope you had a great stream this morning. Or afternoon or evening. I don't know if that's the guild name that I would personally suggest. Slightly off from my normal everyday vibes. Here we go. Nice big pull. Gotta be some Crackling Shards in this one. Got some good damage going now. Should have a better name. What's the old guild name? I'm almost afraid to ask. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a good beginning to your weekend. I kind of miss the Aladorn music. It's really nice. It's nice to listen to on loop, which is kind of a blessing because I'm out here for a while. Bowl of fruit. Nation. Cube of vegetables. Polyhedron of destiny. What are you farming today? I am farming for Crackling Shards for the Alunira mount. You need 10 of them. I have 8. I finally put together and actually sat down to farm it like in groups out here, as opposed to just doing rares in the zone. And I've gotten 1 to drop today. Some people in these groups have gotten pretty lucky though. One of my favorites. Yeah, I'm trying to get it done before midnight because I want to just have it. It'll still be available, but I would like to have it wrapped up before then. You cannot make a crafting table in housing yet. You can do cooking. The stoves work as cook fires, but you cannot do like an alchemy table that's functioning, I don't believe. I have not tried soloing Dragonflight raids. It doesn't sound fun. I've heard nothing but people kind of hedging about how doable it is, which is not the general range in which I like to farm raids. I like to farm them when I can smoke them. No questions asked, no mechanics done. So I'm going to wait until I'm at least in level 90 in endgame gear, I think. Where are we heading to? It's a lot of hunters. Water and sand rares were giving me nothing. I've put hours into those, and I've gotten no shards from them. It can be done, but I think this is probably the best method. Especially now that people can kill these mobs as quickly and farm them as quickly as we can now. It's the spirit. Yeah. Yeah, it's just RNG. RNG giveth and RNG refuse to giveth sometimes. Am I getting gold? Yeah. Sorta. I'm getting a lot of cinder pollen. I have the mount from that already, but I could buy a couple extra pieces of decor or something. Getting some Gray's Weekend vendor. I'm sure that's worth something. We're making memories. That's what we're doing. Had a little trouble in Aberrus. Got 2%, no problem. Nice. Yeah, I was struggling in Aberrus for the for a little bit because of the Endeavor. I feel like we want to be like... yeah, there's some groups up here. Well, I don't know. What do you guys want to pull? Yeah. How long did it take to get 7 out of 10? You know, an expansion. They use. I spent a long time not farming really at all and got like maybe 1 or 2. I got one while I was farming for the pollen mount. I got like 1 from a delve. A couple of them from doing regular rares, like the daily lockout rares in Isle of Dorn. For a while I was doing a lap and doing those every day in like a couple of characters, so I got a handful of shards that way. And then I've gotten 1 today from doing this. So, not so fast, but not so slow either. Everyone I know who didn't farm it was at 7 out of 10 right about now. Yeah. I don't have rarity on, no. I'm not counting attempts. It's probably better to not know. Yeah, exactly. Something about the friends we made along the way. You get to enjoy everybody's mounts and stuff. I feel like your fortune can turn around so quickly. Like, you just need... I just need 2. I need 2. 1, 2. 1 for left hand, 1 for right hand. 1 for breakfast, 1 for lunch. That's it. Don't even need a shard for dinner. Been on the Nerubian Venom farm the last couple of days, trying to finish that before midnight. There's areas where you can farm Venom and Alunira shards at the same time. The hill that's near here, actually, with Nerubians is decent. Supposedly. I didn't double dip them, but I've heard it's good. X Arthur, thank you for the 38-month resub. I leveled 12 characters to 80 and only have 2 shards. Yeah. I tried leveling characters in Isle of Dorn for a little while, thinking that it would be a good way to level alts and get shards, but I don't think I got anything. I got maybe 1 shard from a leveling delve. Maybe. Bit messy. Yeah, just kill more mobs. Yeah, we got all weekend. And I suppose next week if it comes to it. But next week is going to have, whatchamacallit? Lunar Festival. Lunar Festival is going to have some stuff. I don't remember what, but something. People have been talking about the rewards coming from Lunar Festival. Yeah, you can transfer love tokens between alts using your war bank. You cannot mail them because they're limited duration, but you can stick them into your war bank and then pick them up. This owl mount is from 600 mounts collected. It's a new meta achievement they added recently. It's called Anushala Shadow's Guidance. It's pretty, I like it. The moon is coming. If only basically beef was worth anything. Think I should chop it up into meat for profit? I'm just gonna vendor it otherwise. Aw. Thanks, Avoid Confusion. I really appreciate it. Have a great weekend. I got about 15 more minutes we can do this for. But there's always tomorrow. You kill tree mouth? Clever meat. Haven't done Brackenite Hollow in a while. I'm missing my favorite vocal stim. Almost as much as fun as the Floodgate ones. Fry and die. Great voice acting. Excellent lines. Highly recommend. This is a nice big pull. Honey Buddies is a very cute name for a spell. I could go for some Honey Buddies. Like the Galagio. Yeah. Lockenstock had the best lines. I call this one the green noise. Voice is cracking. Going through puberty over here. He had some other good lines too. I forget. Every time one of my strategies in Hearthstone Battlegrounds starts to actually scale for once in my life, you have to say, it's working! Which I think is Floodgate again, maybe. Oh yeah, shaking out ya bones! I feel like every time I do that one, he gets a little bit more Jersey. Not that I've ever been. This is gonna be a good pull. Side quests are so funny. Remember the two goblins getting married. I enjoyed doing the shipping and handling task where you're just chucking hot dogs at people. That was fun. Oh, that's sweet of you. I'm not a voice actor though. I voice act for my YouTube videos. I play Hazel from Hazelnutty Games. Live now on youtube.com/hazelnuttygames. Role of a lifetime. I love, oh my goodness. Thank you very much for the 17-month resub. I love Dead Cat. Used up my luck for the month by having the broom and butterfly drop from one box. Holy mackerel. Open for the rocket still. calling my YouTube channel old. Just kidding. Yeah. It's got a couple of fresh, new, perky young videos for your perusal. Never know what's gonna come out there. Where's my Crackling Shards at? What's that about? Is this because I talked smack about Hearthstone? I'm on the naughty list. Do you think the gnome voice on here sounds a little bit like Eliza from the Wild Thornberries? I am not familiar with that character or show. Might do. Butterfly drops tonight. All my fingers crossed. Oh hey, Tetrafina's up again. No luck for me. If I feel like I can get to a point where I can reliably bring Saturday videos back, I'll do it. I just, I burnt out on them pretty hard and I don't want to keep teasing bringing them back and then abandoning them again, so I'm gonna see if I can get into a rhythm of putting out other stuff for a while before I try it again. Plus, it's kind of nice to feel like I don't have to keep up on the news, like the WoW news, because it was getting to me. It was starting to roll a little fast and I was feeling a little overwhelmed. Swallowed under by the tide. The news didn't used to come that fast. It was nice having a regular video out. But I appreciate everybody that's been watching my my recent YouTube videos. Need all the help I can get to have the algorithm remember me after being away this long. Yeah, the Xal'atath invasion was a fun promotion. Little integration for War Within. Oh, that's sweet to be Marbred. Sometimes I even proofread them. Sometimes. I don't expect a Xal'atath invasion to happen again. It was a good one though. Oh yeah, beautiful pull. Lots of good stuff here. Couple of house tour videos making me consider making actual WoW content. I don't like the idea of people witnessing what really is though. Is Xal'atath a good villain? It's open for debate. Good in what way? Art's very subjective. Yeah, she wouldn't have had a chance to be a villain if we'd left her in the darn knife when we had a chance, right? She was yapping at me all through Legion. It's not like I didn't know. I think Xal'atath is a case study in what we will allow somebody to do if they have a sexy voice. Stole my brownies, forever my sworn enemy. I'm 8 shards still. Where is shard number 9? It'll be fine. I can change her. I was waiting how long it would take for someone to mention her feet. You can always count on the internet to get weird about feet. If it wasn't for you guys, I could have lived my whole life and never known that was a thing. Smaller teal color ring. That is part of Farm HUD. Doesn't do a whole lot when it's on the mini-map, but when you pull it up, I guess I don't really know what the point of having the inner circle is, just kind of centering it. Didn't know it was a thing before. I don't think I was aware to the degree about which it was discussed. It's not something that really enters your ecosystem if you're not looking for it outside of general internet discussion. Inner circle is a heal range line. Oh, really? Fascinating. Eh. Closer than I figured. Yeah, I don't get it either. I think it's something that either makes sense to you or it doesn't. I feel like there's also the polar opposite, where some people just really hate feet just because the sight or the thought of them weirds them out. Not like an insanely common thing, but something I've definitely heard of before. Like, regardless of the state or quality of the foot, just the fact that it's a foot is, like, upsetting to some people. Just realized why my Photoshop file takes up so much space. Instead of making it 8x4, I made it 88 by 45. Giga Photoshop file. I only have 5 minutes left. Where's my short? I have lots of beef. Well, basically beef. That's the same thing, right? I am one who doesn't like the thought of feet. I know they are useful, but I don't want to think about them. Yeah, you're not alone. I know people like that. I am pretty neutral on them. Speaking of beef, I played Dispatch recently. So fun. The protagonista has a fat chihuahua named Beef. Oh, that's cute. Oh my god, that emote. Holy moly. Falling asleep? Canadian Toyer today. Every day we stray further from the God Emperor's light. Oh, yeah. That's alright. I think God Emperor's forsaken us anyway. Am I really not getting another one today? I guess not. There's always tomorrow. I want to make predictions like, surely we have to finish this tomorrow, right? If I have 3 whole hours to farm. But that's the thing about RNGs. You can't make it bend to your will like that. You can try. You can't make it spit it out, though. Very proud of you for being wolf farming. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Don't call me Shirley. Being very brave. I'm getting very sleepy. This is a big pull. Maybe this one will have a shard. 1 shard, please. What the heck? Being brave. Tomorrow I'm gonna bring my Skinner and follow you around so there's so many decor that I could craft with all that leather. One more good wolf pull IMO. If they're up. Got my 1000th mount. It was the Bronze Goblin Wave Shredder after farming 30k rep in 1 day. Nice! So happy, so tired. Real shards of the illusions we made along the way. I don't even know what a shard is anymore. Yeah, we can try it tomorrow. Admire your discipline. It's easy when I have you guys to hang out with. I know I'm going to show up here and play WoW for 3 hours regardless, so it's not usually that much of a struggle to do any given thing. Although, you know what occurred to me? I never did finish Tranquillian Rep. I thought I was caught up on Decor. I'm not. I need to do more Tranquillian Rep. Remember when I was questing with no map? Haven't finished that yet. Doing your hunt for more with the no mage. Help the bee. Nukening. Bee apocalypse over here. Alright. Good luck, everyone. Oh, what's in your mail? Postmaster, I'll check it. I wonder if the map is back in. I think it's the new patch that took it out, to be honest with you. That was when the trouble started. You think there's a shard in the mail? Maybe. It's a tuft of whiskers. Which is like almost as good. Oh wow. Oh well. How much gold? I got 2,692 gold for just vendoring the grays. It's not nothing. It's better than nothing. Plus some more for greens. Plus I'm getting a couple pieces of mug. Lots of cinder pollen. 1 shard all day. I think we farmed at least 2 hours. If not a little bit more. And we got 1 shard. But that's better than no shards. You know. I wanted to see about meat. Hang on. I wanted to see if these are worth anything. Because I can, the steak is maybe 50 silver, and the meat stock, yeah, maybe 50 silver. I have lots of basically beef. Could buy so many honey pots, right? I'll have to get a bunch of them just cuz. Alright, I gotta go. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll be back tomorrow for a bee and wolf farming extravaganza, trying to get my last 2 crackling shards. Appreciate the company. Thanks for spending this time with me, and I have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.